You know, this whole idea about personal development and self-healing isn't about to get to neutral, right? We're not just trying to get out of the gutter and onto the curb. We really want to go to the top of the building. It's about life exploding, creative energy and intimacy and fun and accomplishment, which means once you've released yourself from the wounds and the traumas, there's another need to begin to expand, to really allow yourself to grow, to be open to really some really vast and beautiful possibilities. Hey everybody, GP here with another tapping video. This is a positive, an affirmative tapping. I sometimes call them the tap formations. If you've never experienced one of those before, I simply, it's like affirmations and that sort of thing that people would normally do. But I do it in a way that lets the nervous system really absorb it. And I always want to point out that, some people want to gravitate towards the positive, but you really do have to do the inner work to release old traumas and wounds and that sort of stuff, which EFT is really, really good at doing. But once you've done that and there's some open space in the nervous system, this whole idea about personal development and self-healing isn't about to get to neutral, right? We're not just trying to get out of the gutter and onto the curb. We really want to go to the top of the building. It's about life exploding, creative energy and intimacy and fun and accomplishment and that sort of thing. Which means once you've released yourself from the wounds and the traumas, there's another need to begin to expand, to really allow yourself to grow, to be open to really some really vast and beautiful possibilities. And so in this particular tapping that I'm going to do, I'm going to take up the subject that I did in a previous video called I Am Not Safe. And this one's called I Am Safe. And actually affirming that for yourself at a level that's very deep in the nervous system. When you were young, a lot of our traumas and wounds and that sort of thing happened because of the messages we were getting when we were very little. Of course, when we're little, there's no discrimination. It's not like you go, that's not a good idea. I don't want that one. You're just a sponge. You're just soaking it up. So if you can get the nervous system to a place where it's kind of back to that original innocence and neutrality, these wonderful messages about being safe and whole and free and healthy and all of that can actually sink in and uproot some of the assumptions about our lives that simply aren't true, and certainly open us up for more creative possibilities and bigger aspirations than we've known before. And I don't think anybody's got a problem with that, right? So let's start doing some tapping on this. I'm not going to do the karate chop point on this. We're just going to tap through the points. Now, as we're doing this, and I'm making very, very positive statements, and some statements that are very healing in nature as well. If there's a feeling of resistance that comes up, just say, it's okay. Don't fight it. Just notice that it's there. Really honor it. And then just keep going with this message you're trying to give yourself, a healing message you're trying to give yourself. If it really persists, well, then just go back and do the video I did on I'm Not Safe, right? Work some more on releasing some of the energy that feels like it's in danger and has to defend itself. And then come back and do these. Don't start with the positive ones. You really do have to go through the work to bring up the old wounds and traumas and stuff. So the energy begins to flow again. And once it does, it becomes receptive to the more progressive and expansive thoughts and feelings and aspirations. So we're just going to start tapping through the points. I am safe. Doesn't always look that way. Doesn't always feel that way. For a long time, I believed it wasn't even true. I believed I wasn't safe. As a matter of fact, it was completely embedded in my nervous system. I assumed that was true. But I've come to see that it's not. That safety is deep. It's inherent. And I naturally gravitate towards it. It's not conditional. It's inherent. It's existential. It's in me. I'm more than safe. I'm safety itself. This allows me to see safety everywhere. It makes me safe. Safe for me. I am safe for myself. I have no argument with my nervous system. I have no argument with my safety mechanism. It has to be alert for danger. That's its job. I don't have a problem with it. I let it do its job. I honor it for doing its job. I love it for doing its job. So I'm safe. Safe in my own skin. Full of resources. Full of creativity. Full of insight. Full of love. I am safe. I have always been safe. Yes, the belief was there and was very strong. I'm not safe. But that's not my permanent state. It's a momentary state, and actually a very rare one. I am safe. So my whole nervous system can come out of a defensive posture because it's not needed. I'm not trying to fix it. There's nothing to fix. I am safe. I'm safety itself. I was born safe. I've been safe. Yes, fear ripples through me now and then. Used to be a lot. But that's when I didn't know any better. That's when I didn't know my true nature. Safety is my nature. I'm always safe. Because even when there's danger, my nervous system is so smart and I'm so intelligent that together we avoid it. We walk around it. It doesn't touch us. We're a great team. My energy system and me. I used to be unconscious, almost robotic reactions. And so I mistook what in fact was just training, just conditioning for being me. And it's not. Who I am is the master of this inner territory. I am safe. I am always safe. I am always loving because I'm always safe. I'm always free because I'm always safe. I'm always compassionate and giving because I'm always safe. And I am never without what I need. I am safe. I am safety. I am safe. Okay, take a nice deep breath. I don't do a bunch of different rounds with these kind of things. I just kind of let them sink in. Again, if you notice some resistance to that, no problem, right? Be safe even for the sense of resistance to come out. If there's doubting thoughts and the like, it's okay. What this is really about is that you become safe. When you're trying to fix yourself and change yourself and do all that stuff, the whole self-help treadmill thing, you're sending a message to your whole nervous system. You're broken. You're not right. Something's wrong with you. You got to get better. Which is exactly what our parents did to us in the first place, by the way, which caused it, the whole thing, this whole thing to happen. I'm taking you out of that role of the disciplinarian parent into the perfectly loving, it's like the goddess energy, right? The perfectly loving mother and father. Total self-acceptance. That's what's really behind all of this, reconciling with these energies inside us. And if whatever you're feeling is acceptable, you become 100% safe. And believe me, the energy system gets the message.